calculators are like really hard to use, dude. Hi, I'm Weezy and this is my massage. Shh. Yes, my name is Weezy and I am asthmatic. Did you see it come out? That was probably like $2 a squirt. Isn't it cute how it's like a little carrying case? I love it. This is like asthma pump porn. So per my ancestry DNA test, this is where I'm from. I was 67% African, which made my Israeli father be like, what the fuck? Turns out that a lot of Israelis come from Syria, which is close to Africa, and that's how I'm more black than not, thank God. When I was broke, that was like literally all I wanted men to do was like take me places. I used to love going to Europe. I would do so many music festivals there. Like honestly, at one point in time, Tinder in Europe for me, it was like bad. Like I would literally see the same guys over and over and over. But then once I discovered Asia and how lit it was, I would go to Thailand. But Japan changed my life because that's when I realized like, okay, New Yorkers are not the best dressed people in the world. The Japanese are. Plus like Asians just do everything better. It is what it is. Oh, I've also been to China. You know who says it like that? My partner in crime for traveling is Vinny, my bestie. We just love going on a like Euro hoe spree. You know what I'm saying? We used to have this thing whenever we'd see a hot guy. Is he European or gay? One time, we couldn't figure out if this guy wanted to fuck me or him. So I went up to him and I asked him what time it was. And he said, oh, it's actually 5 o'clock. And I was like, European. And it was for me. Also, there's so many bisexual guys in Europe that it's like really fun to go with your gay bestie. Because in the States, guys are kind of weird about that. But like in Europe, it was like free for all. When I moved to New York, I started working in like tech sales. I would sell disaster recovery software. Half my job was me getting my nails done and going to lunch or shopping. And the rest was like actually taking meetings. But I mean, when I had like a desk and a 9 to 5, I used to fake like I was working. Really, I'd be doodling like Mrs. Jason Momoa have my own TV show. Watch it Mondays at 11. It's called Sex Cells. Make sure Fuse pays me well for ASMR. Stuff like that. I used to sell SIM cards to put into like random things, everything but a cell phone. So I would get paid like $80 for each one, right? Say I sold it to like 200 cabs, 16 grand. I'm going to fucking Europe. Sometimes I would like hit lick and find like a trucking company that had like 1 million cars. That's why I quit. Wait, let me try to make it spell boob. B-O-O-B, this. I love boobs. And the number 8. Actually, this is kind of how much my boobs cost. When I bought my boobs with my commission money, I was like so fucking proud to pay for it by myself on Care Credit. I got my tits done while I was in corporate America. That's how I got most of my sales, let's be real. I have no issue with admitting that sex sells. Like, sometimes I felt like I was like losing a client, like they weren't that interested. And I would just be like, well, you know, John, if you just take a look over here, in this area, right here, it worked. bit of what I got to climb that corporate ladder. You know, it's bad luck if you go under this, right? It's like 10 years of like bad sex or something. When I was working in corporate America, I got the idea to start a podcast about what it's like to be a free-spirited girl, you know, that still has a 9 to 5. So when I started the show, it was funny because I didn't expect it to blow up. And then I would run into people in corporate America that were listening to my podcast. And it's funny because the podcast is so salacious that people from this world didn't necessarily want to tell me they knew me from this world. It was really difficult to like be Keela and Weezy at the same time. I would like be at work with my suitcase, tell my boss I was going to see my family, when really I was getting on stage in front of like 1,000 people to teach them how to do a blowjob. That was my life. You like that, don't you? Oh my god, this is so nasty. Just made the mic scissor. This is so fucking weird. I would say the most popular episodes, the first one, of course, the missing condom, because it was stuck in my pussy. Which, by the way, like, I hate when people act like you have the biggest fucking vagina in the world for a condom to get lost in there. Maybe I just got like a gripper. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, give me credit for using condoms. This is so gay. I love it. It's also Pride Month. A lot of our most popular episodes on Horrible Decisions are mainly because people love the embarrassing moments, which is so awful. They just love that self-deprecation. But in reality, it's not necessarily that people are laughing at us more than this shit happens to everybody. Like, at some point, if you do anal sex, you might shit on a dick. That's an episode. Sports sheets. What the fuck kind of name is that? Oh, this is sexy. It's lace. If you're looking for the least sexy way to open a strap-on, there you go. Sometimes I would do meet and greet, and it's ironic because, like, as much as we talk about consent, girls would, like, touch me like crazy, dude. Touch my boobs, my face, my butt, and, like, it's just, like, a lot. They would, like, greet me with their hands, like, Weezy, I love you. Like, I feel like this looks like it's so amateur, but it feels really, really good. Feathers are underrated, as you can see. A lot of riding crops have something soft on the other end, is so that you can play up the two feelings. So you can be super soft and sweet. But then, come here, let me show you how it works. Bad producer. You know, something like that. A lot of people in power love to be dominated. I've actually been to jail. And they were not this cute, honey, okay? I had zip ties. One time I had the metal shit. That shit was awful. But these are a lot hotter. I feel like I'm getting an uncircumcised dick to come out of its shell. Sorry, I'm actually hungry. So if you enjoyed me and you had a good time here, every Monday, please make sure you're watching Sex Cells only on Fuse at 11 p.m. Even though I talked about really nasty, dirty shit,